today, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And right away, he lost the football. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
14 yards into Chicago, first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Out of the gun, Trubisky stepping up. He's going to keep it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
The tackle by Cameron Dantzler. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5. At the
throwing again on second down. Trubisky. He completes this into the hands of Miller.
That's good.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On second and 11 now. Trubisky. This will be caught inside the 10. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
That's good.
The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that...
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. That's Anthony Barr coming in from his linebacker spot to bring him to the ground.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now it's Trubisky. Escaping the pressure. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Eric Kendricks providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks. And now they're staring at a 4th and long. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Under center for the Vikings, out comes the former Michigan State Spartan and longtime veteran Kirk Cousins.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to...
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown.
Brandon McManus lining up for...
So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower post-game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Takes it at the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL.
It's caught inside the 25.
Cousins.
And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory.
A gain of 52 yards.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
Ball carrier.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
That's complete, right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run with Cook, and he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook.
Dan Bailey.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it.
Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Final think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Takes it at the 7. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings.
Pass complete.
Adam Thielen, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown.
Lining up for the point after.
And that is how you retaliate after getting scored on one play. Big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like two boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They lost 7 in a row coming into this ball game, but lo and behold, they have the lead here as this drive begins. 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. They'll roll him out right, and he's going to keep it here. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
James Conner, the ball.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Intended for Bruce.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
With the score, Bears 17. Vikings.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Wide open receiver complete, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Williams on the tackle.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Holding offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually got to pick up a holding call.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
Intended for Justin Jefferson.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Is good. That ties the game at 17.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find one to get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
someone
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. This one caught by Ridley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They go play action with Trubisky. He'll get that complete to his tight end Komet. And the ball is knocked out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player...
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. That's caught by Montgomery. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Rolling to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
That's good for a
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility.
complete.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 14-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On the handoff, Connor, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way. And it's much more.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Out to his left. Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 30.
I'm going to show you,
20,
man.
10, 5. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
And 10.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's a handoff to Connor. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
Now it's Trubisky. And he finds Montgomery complete. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Trubisky. They'll find Miller. That's complete.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He's got the first down inside the 10. This will be caught inside the 10. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Again, it's Trubisky. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, as the first half is winding down, and the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you get a brand-new ball game. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A first down throw for Cousins. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Cousins again. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30.
A gain of 47 yards. 1st down, Minnesota.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He made his first attempt for this from 45. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will do it for this first half. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
And the Vikings first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the gloves?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
Dan Bailey.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Their own 26-yard line.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
He'll buy some time right. He'll run it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Trubisky. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a second down.
Allen Robinson. A 6-yard pickup brings up second down at the 29-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky, quick hitter here, it's complete. Give him 7 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he gave it.
Now Trubisky lost the football. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On second down, Montgomery. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Montgomery, the ball carrier.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Being chased out left.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
James Conner, the ball.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On third down, Trubisky. The catch made by Miller. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Steps away. He's going to take off with it. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bears draw a bit closer.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is down to a field goal. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Kirk Cousins and the Vikings offense back on the field. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your court? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this. He's got a man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
Dan Bailey to kick off for
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Onto the field now come the Bears. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. From the 30 on second down, Trubisky. Open man is Komet, the tight end. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. That's complete right side to Komet.
Trubisky.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down now. It's Connor pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
On the carry.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. Allen Robinson, kiss him goodbye. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Cousins. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. And some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Play fake. Cousins. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now here's a throw that's taken in by Tajay Sharp, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Cousins throw complete to Thielen, and he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 17-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
First down,
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown.
Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The Bears take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Intended for Allen.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now it's Trubisky, and he finds his tight end, Graham. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Now Trubisky to throw. Slide, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Trubisky sacked by Daniil Hunter.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Trubisky will throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From left side, taken in by Komet. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Throwing here, Cousins. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And that will make this a 4-point game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6.
McManus set to kick off.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So Kirk Cousins in the offense. Down by 4, 1:06 to play. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down. Back to it after the pick-6. Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. It got his man complete. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Bailey got the extra point, so it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So the focus now shifts to the Bears, trailing by a field goal. A little over 50 seconds remaining. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. Back to throw. This one caught by Ridley. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Here's Trubisky. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And he finds Montgomery complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Connor. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And now here comes their final timeout, as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition, Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Second down at 6 now from the 42.
Right there, 54, right there, 54. Watch your slant, watch your slant, watch your slant.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. A costly mistake here at OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield, instead checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second.
They run it again with Cook.
At the 12-yard line.
And he's brought down.
The handoff to
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
first and goal, Minnesota.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down.
Defense.
What's the deal, y'all?
In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
First down.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. So now after the face mask penalty, here's first and goal. And he is in for the score. And it is absolutely